News coming in right now. Navy, Air Force and artillery forces attacked naval targets of the terrorist organization Hamas. A diver who tried to penetrate Israeli territory was killed. In the last day, naval targets of the terrorist organization Hamas were attacked. The anchorages of Khan Yunis and Gaza were attacked, which are used by Hamas in an attempt to carry out attacks in the Israel maritime space. The anchorages were attacked with artillery fire from missile ships, helicopter gunships and artillery batteries from land. So that pounding of Hamas by Israel now continues. Gaurav Sawant is joining me live from the war zone. Gaurav, what more can you tell us about the continued retaliatory action that Israel is taking against Hamas for the unprovoked attack on Israeli soil on Saturday?
Follow me, there's tremendous anger and anguish here in Israel over the death toll. Each day brings new horror. Now the figures stand at 1,200, and in Israel the resolve is punish Hamas, decimate Hamas completely. And the Israeli security forces, the IDF, they've been carrying out a series of strikes from air and from ground on vital assets and vital points of Hamas. Their leadership is being taken out, their homes, their offices. And now the latest information that's coming in, the anchorage. Look, the attack that took place on Israel was not only from land but also from air and sea. So the sea-based assets of the Hamas are completely being taken out. Khan Yunis, the anchorage there, has been destroyed. There are other locations that are being targeted. The homes of Mohammed Daif's father, the leader of the military wing of Hamas, his house has completely been destroyed, as have very, multiple other locations in the Gaza Strip, each identified with their coordinates taken. We were speaking to one of the officers who said they have exact lat longs of all these locations, and precision strikes are being carried out at these locations. However, Polami, it's also critical to note at this point of time, Hamas still retains the capability to strike back. Late yesterday evening, when we were reporting from Ashkelon and we put out those images, there was a barrage of rocket fire on Ashkelon, and Hamas has also threatened Israel if Palestinian areas are bombed, if Gaza Strip is bombed, they will ensure that people in Ashkelon are forced to leave their homes. So this battle is just becoming more intense. It's asymmetrical, but that is where this makes this battle all the more dangerous.
Right. So the battle, of course, continues on the ground. Gaurav, what more can you tell us about the situation on the ground? Is it limited to southern Israel? Are other areas now under threat as well? Because, as you said, Hamas continues to launch attacks.
Other areas are under threat. In fact, both the borders of Israel are directly in the line of fire. So if you talk about the south, where we've been reporting from very extensively for the past 3-4 days, Ashkelon, Stridot, Zekim Beach areas, all of these areas in south are being targeted by Hamas. There were reports that there were still some remnants of Hamas fighters who were still around. Some were taken out just yesterday. Are fresh incursions happening? According to Israel, that's not possible, because now each place where the fence was breached, they have their systems, they have their tanks, they have their armored personnel carriers, and they have their troops on ground. So fresh incursion, according to them, cannot take place. However, remnants could remain. Over 1,000 fighters and terrorists of the Hamas were killed inside Israeli territory. Some accounts take that number even higher, but the apprehension is some could still be there. Follow me, that's one part of the story. That's in the south. Whether it's central Israel or Jerusalem, or the bigger threat is actually from the north, where the apprehension is that Hezbollah could get actively involved using both the Syrian territory and the Lebanese territory. And initially, some rockets were fired at a radar station of Israel in the north. The Sheba Farms area in the north was also targeted. Disputed territory, Lebanon, Syria, that border, the Golan Heights area. The battle, the apprehension on ground here in Israel is it's only a matter of time, perhaps days if not weeks. Action could also start there, and that is why there's heavy mobilization of troops taking place on the towards the Golan Heights and also the Lebanese border.